Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Maths by Samit Deshmukh. In the last video we have seen question number first from exercise 3.2. So in this video we are solving question number 2 from exercise 3.2. Total 5 examples are there, and in each example we have to prove that the value of left hand side is equal to what? Right hand side. And to solve the example from this exercise also we have to make the utilize of allied angle formulas. So remember the allied angle formulas. Again let us revise all the allied angle formulas. What we have seen, if first term is pi by 2 or 3 pi by 2, sine will get converted into cos, cos into sine, tan into cot, cot into tan, sec into cosec, and cosec into sec. And the trigonometric function remain as it is if first term is what? Pi or 2 pi or 3 pi or 4 pi, continuing this way, isn't it? Remaining part is just to check whether value is positive or negative. That depends on quadrant. So already we have solved question number first. So hope the idea about how to apply the allied angle formula is very clear to you. So now let us try to solve the example from this exercise. So if you are new on my channel, subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon to get the notification of every newly uploaded videos. See, in the first example, so we have to prove that value of this left hand side is equal to right hand side. So here we have considered this left hand side, and now let us simplify it and try to get our required result, means right hand side. So here if you will observe the terms, all the terms in numerator and denominator can be simplified applying allied angle formulas, and one term can be simplified applying trigonometric function of negative angle. So here we can observe that first term is what? Pi, and we know that if first term is pi, value of trigonometric function remain as it is, means cos pi plus x will be equal to what? Cos x. Now check that value is positive or negative. That depends on the quadrant. Pi means 180. 180 plus means we are in the third quadrant, and in the third quadrant value of cos is what? Negative, because we know that in the third quadrant tan and cot are positive. Now here we are applying trigonometric function of negative angle, and we know that cos minus theta is equal to what? Cos theta, means cos minus x will be equal to cos x. Now let us simplify the denominator. Here first term is pi, and if first term is pi, value of trigonometric function does not changes, means sin pi minus x will be equals to sin x. Now check that here pi minus x lies in which quadrant? Pi minus means 180 minus means second quadrant, and in the second quadrant value of sin is what? Positive. So here we are getting sin, because we know that in first quadrant and in the second quadrant sin are positive. Now pi by 2, if first term is pi by 2, at that time cos will get converted into what? Sin, means value of this will be equal to sin x. Cos pi by 2 plus x will be equal to sin x. Now remaining part is to check whether this value is positive or negative. Pi by 2 means 90. 90 plus means second quadrant, and in the second quadrant value of cos, whatever may be the value of cos we have got, will be negative, because in the second quadrant sin and cosec are positive. So whatever may be the value of cos, नहीं तो आप समझेंगे कि cos की वैल्यू तो sin में आ गई है, तो sin तो second quadrant में positive होता है. Don't get confused. Here we are finding value of what? Cos, and here angle lies in which quadrant? Second quadrant, and in the second quadrant cos is what? Negative. So whatever may be the value we have got here will be what? Negative. Either it is in terms of cos or in terms of sin. Okay, now remaining part is just simplified. Minus cos into cos x will be equal to minus cos square x, and sin x into minus sin x will be minus sin square x. Minus minus will get cancelled. Cos square upon sin square will be equal to cot square x, and that is nothing but our required right hand side. Now observe the second example. In this case this is left hand side. Considering this left hand side, we have to show that its value is equal to RHS, means will be equal to 1. So let us simplify this left hand side and try to get our required result on the right hand side. Here 3 pi by 2. 3 pi by 2 means what? If first term is 3 pi by 2, at that time we have seen that cos will get converted into what? Sin. So here its value is sin x. Now just simply check whether the value is positive or negative. 3 pi by 2 means 270, and 270 plus means fourth quadrant, and in the fourth quadrant value of cos is what? Positive. So whatever may be the value we have got here will be positive, into again cos 2 pi. If first term is 2 pi at that time we know that trigonometric function does not changes, means value of cos will be cos x, cos 2 pi plus x will be cos x, and 2 pi plus means 360 plus means first quadrant, and in the first quadrant value of every trigonometric function is what? Positive. Now 3 pi by 2, we know that if first term is 3 pi by 2, at that time cot will get converted into tan, so here its value is tan x, and 3 pi by 2 means 3 pi by 2 means 270 minus x will be lies in which quadrant? Third quadrant, and in the third quadrant value of cot is what? Positive, because in third quadrant tan and cot are positive. Plus keep it as it is, cot 2 pi, if first term is 2 pi, trigonometric function does not changes, its value is cot x, and 2 pi plus means first quadrant, so in first quadrant every trigonometric ratio is what? Positive. So allied angle, for applying allied angle formulas we have simplified this expression. Now to get our required result, we have the fundamental identities also, and interrelation between trigonometric function also, even compound angle formulas also. Make the proper utilize of formulas available to get our required result. So since we have to simplify it in such a way that we should have to get 1, so that's why we are converting whole expression in terms of sine and cos, so that easily we are able to simplify it. So tan can be written as sin x upon cos x. We know that every trigonometric function can be converted in terms of sine and cos. So cot can be written as what? Cos x upon sin x. Now whole expression is in terms of sine and cos. Let us simplify it, and simplifying it we will try to get our required result 1. So here take the cross multiplication. Sin x into sin x will be equals to sin square x, plus cos x into cos x will be equal to cos square x, and in the denominator cos x into sin x will be equal to sin x cos x. Now according to identity, sin square x plus cos square x can be replaced by 1. So replace this numerator by 1, and in the denominator sin x into cos x, keep it as it is. Just here we are applying fundamental identity in trigonometry, that sin square x plus cos square x will be equal to 1. Now if you will observe the remaining term, sin x and cos x will get cancelled, and we will get our required result 1. So in this way, considering left hand side, we have shown that its value is equal to right hand side. Now see the example number 3rd. In this example, so we have first considered the left hand side, and simplifying it we have to show that its value is equal to 3 by 2. So if you will observe here, all the angles are greater than what? 90 degrees. So we will simplify it, and we will try to convert it below 90 degrees using allied angle formulas. So before applying allied angle formulas, first here we can observe that two angles are negative angle. So first we will apply the formulas of trigonometric ratios of negative angle, and in the next step we will apply allied angle formulas. So which is equals to, so sec 840 degrees, keep it as it is, into, we know that cot minus theta will be equals to minus cot theta. So minus cot 945 degrees, plus sine 600 degrees, keep it as it is, sine 600 degrees as it is, and tan minus theta will be equals to what? Minus tan theta, means minus 690 degrees. Just we are applying trigonometric functions of negative angle. So which is equal to, now here plus into minus will be equal to minus. Now let us simplify it. Here we can observe that 840 is greater than what? 720. So it can be written as sec 720 degrees plus 120 degrees. Already minus we have written here, cot 945 degrees. 945 degrees, it is also greater than what? 720. So it can be written as 720 degrees plus 225 degrees. Check that whether their addition will be equal to 945 or not. Yes, we can observe that 945 degree can be split up as 720 plus 225. Now here also plus into minus will become minus, and sine 600 can be written as 360 degrees plus 240 degrees, isn't it? Now already minus into plus will become here minus, and tan 690, 690 is very close to 720, so it can be written as 720 minus 30 degrees, minus 30 will be equal to 690. In this way, we have arranged the term in the form of allied angle formulas. Now let us simplify it. So which is equal to minus, keep it as it is. Now we are finding value of sec 720 plus theta. 720 means what? 4 pi. And if first term is pi, 2 pi, 3 pi or 4 pi, value of trigonometric function remain as it is. So its value is sec theta. Theta is what here? 120 degrees, and 720 plus means first quadrant, so value will be positive. ये माइनस पहले का ही ऊपर के स्टेप्स में से आया है और इसकी वैल्यू पॉजिटिव है बिकॉज द एंगल इज व्हाट दिस थीटा लाइज इन फर्स्ट क्वाड्रेंट. नाउ cot 720 means 4 pi, and if first term is 4 pi, value of cot will remain as it is, so here its value will be equal to cot 225 degrees, and 720 plus means first quadrant, so value will be positive. So here minus, keep it as it is. Sin 360 plus 360 means 2 pi, so if first term is 2 pi, at that time trigonometric ratio does remain as it is, so its value is sin theta. Theta is what? 240, and 360 plus means first quadrant. Here 720 minus means we are in the fourth quadrant, and first term is what? 720. 720 means 4 pi, and if first term is 4 pi, trigonometric function does not changes, its value is equal to tan 30, but in the fourth quadrant value of tan is what? Negative. So which is equals to, keep this minus as it is. Adjacent also we can observe that this angle is greater than 90 degree. So here 120 degree can be written as 90 plus 30, 90 plus 30, and cot keep it as it is. 225 can be written as 180 plus 45, 180 plus 45. Here minus into minus will become plus, and sin 240 can be written as 180 plus 60 into tan 30, keep it as it is, into tan 30 as it is. Okay, so which is equal to minus, keep it as it is. First we are finding value of sec 90 plus 30. We know that if first term is 90, at that time sec will get converted into cosec. Its value is equal to cosec theta. Theta is what? 30. 90 plus means which quadrant? Second quadrant, and in the second quadrant value of sec is what? Negative. Whatever may be the value of sec we have got will be negative, into cot 180. First term is 180, at that time value of cot will be cot theta, means here cot 45 degrees, and 180 plus means third quadrant, and we know that in the third quadrant value of cot is what? Positive. So here value of cot is positive. Now sin 180, first term is 180, at that time value of sin will be what? Sin. So its value will be equal to sin 60 degree. Now 180 plus means third quadrant, and we know that in the third quadrant value of sin is negative, into tan 30 degrees, keep it as it is. So which is equals to, here minus into minus will become plus cosec 30. So cosec 30 degrees into cot 45 degrees, plus into minus will become minus sin 60 degrees into tan 30 degrees. All the angles are below 90 degree. So now remaining part is just to substitute the value and complete the calculation part. So cosec 30, what is the value of sin 30? 1 by 2. So cosec will be its reciprocal, so 2 by 1 means 2. Cot 45 will be equal to 1, minus, keep it as it is, sin 60 will be equal to root 3 by 2 into tan 30 will be equal to 1 by root 3. Just we have substituted the values. So which is equals to, now 2 into 1 will be equals to 2, minus here root 3 and root 3 will get cancelled, remaining term will be 1 by 2, and 2 minus 1 by 2 will be equal to what? 3 by 2, and here we can observe that 3 by 2 will be our required right hand side. In this way, simplifying left hand side, we have got our required result right hand side. Now observe the example number 4th. Here simplifying this expression, we have to show that its value is equal to 1. So we have considered the given expression. Let us simplify it. Some terms are in the form of allied angle formulas. So we have to make the use of allied angle formulas, and here we have to apply trigonometric ratio of negative angle. So cosec 90, first term is 90, then cosec will get converted into sec. Sec theta, theta is what here? X, and 90 minus means first quadrant, so value will be positive. Sin 180 minus, if first term is 180, 180 means what? Pi. At that time trigonometric ratio remain as it is. Sin 180 minus x will be equal to sin x, and quadrant is second, so value of sin in second quadrant is positive. Cot 360 minus, if first term is 360, at that time value of cot will be cot x. 360 means 2 pi. If first term is pi or 2 pi, trigonometric function does not changes, but this theta lies in fourth quadrant, so that's why value will be negative here. Now sec 180, 180 means what? 180 means pi, and if first term is pi, at that time trigonometric ratio remain as it is. Here its value is sec, but quadrant is third, that's why this value is what? Negative. Into tan 90 plus x, if first term is 90, 90 means what? Pi by 2, at that time tan will get converted into cot x, and 90 plus means second quadrant, and in the second quadrant value of tan is what? Negative. Sin minus x will be equal to minus sin x. Sin minus x will be equal to what? Minus sin x, according to trigonometric ratios of negative angle. First we are taking the product of what? Sin. So this term is positive, this term is also positive, and this is negative. Positive into negative will be negative. So sec x into sin x into cot x, keep it as it is. First take the multiplication of sin in the denominator. Minus into minus plus, and plus into minus will be minus. So remaining term are sec x into cot x into sin x, and here easily we can observe that sec x, sin x, cot x, and minus will get cancelled, and we will get our required result 1. So in this way we have got our required result, means right hand side. Now observe the example number 5th. In example number 5th, considering this left hand side, we have to show that its value is equal to tan cube x. So we have considered the left hand side. We can observe that the terms from numerator and denominator are in the form of allied angle, and one term is in the form of trigonometric ratio of negative angle. So let us simplify it applying trigonometric ratios of allied angle formulas. So sin pi, first term is pi, at that time value of sin will be sin x. Now pi plus means which quadrant? Third quadrant. We know that in third quadrant value of sin is negative. So here we are getting cube of, keep cube as it is, cube of minus sin x, into, if first term is pi, at that time value of sec will be sec x. But pi minus x means second quadrant. In second quadrant value of sec is what? Negative. Keep this square as it is. Here tan 2 pi, if first term is 2 pi, at that time value of trigonometric function does not changes, its value is equal to tan x, but 2 pi minus x means fourth quadrant, and in the fourth quadrant value of tan is what? Negative. Now in the denominator observe the first term pi by 2. If first term is pi by 2, at that time value of cos will get converted into sin, so sin x, and pi by 2 plus means second quadrant, and in second quadrant value of cos is what? Negative. So keep this square as it is. Here pi means what? If first term is pi, trigonometric function does not changes, so its value will be equal to sin x, and second quadrant, in second quadrant value of sin is what? Positive. And here cosec minus theta will be equal to minus cosec theta, means here we are getting minus cosec x. Keep this square as it is. So we have applied all the formulas of allied angle formulas. Remaining part is simplification part. So which is equal to, what is cube of minus will be minus, cube of sin x will be sin cube x, square of minus is plus, and square of sec x is sec square x, into minus tan x, keep it as it is, minus tan x. In the denominator, square of negative term is positive, and square of sin is what? Sin square x. In here sin x, keep it as it is, into square of minus is plus, and square of cosec is cosec square x. So which is equals to, now here in the numerator, minus into this minus will become plus. So write down remaining term sine cube x into sec square x into tan x. Just simply we have taken multiplication of sine. Minus into minus will become plus. In the denominator, sine x into sine square x will be equal to sine cube x into cosec square x. Now here sine cube x and sine cube x will get cancelled. Simplifying remaining expression, we have to convert the whole expression in terms of tan. So tan in terms of sine and cos can be written as what? Sine x upon cos x. So which is equal to, that's why I am shifting this new cosec square x in the numerator. What is reciprocal of cosec square x will be equal to sine square x. And if we are shifting this cos square in the sec square in the denominator, it will become cos square x. So sec square x can be written as 1 upon cos square x into tan x, keep it as it is. So which is equal to sine square upon cos square will be equal to tan square x into tan x, keep it as it is. So tan square into tan will become tan cube x, and this is the required result, required right hand side. Now observe the next example. In the next example, here we have to show that value of this expression is equal to what? 0. So let us simplify this expression. So cos theta, keep it as it is, cos theta as it is, sine 270 means what? 3 pi by 2, and we know that if first term is 3 pi by 2, sine will get converted into cos, so our answer is cos theta. But 270 plus means fourth quadrant, and in the fourth quadrant value of sine is negative. Now minus, keep it as it is. Again sine 270, first term is 270 means 3 pi by 2, sine will get converted into cos, so our answer is cos theta. And 270 minus means third quadrant, and in the third quadrant whatever may be the value of sine we have got will be negative. Last term plus cos 180 plus theta. If first term is 180 means pi, at that time trigonometric value of trigonometric ratio does not changes, means its value is cos theta. Now remaining part is to check whether value is positive or negative. 180 plus means third quadrant, and in the third quadrant cos is what? Negative. So in this way we have applied allied angle formulas. Now simplified, cos theta, keep it as it is, minus cos theta also as it is. Minus into minus will become plus cos theta, and plus into minus will become minus cos theta. Now here easily we can observe that plus cos theta minus cos theta plus cos theta minus cos theta will get cancelled, and we will get our required result 0. In this way we have completed this second exercise of this chapter. In the next video, we will discuss the next and the very important part of this chapter. That is trigonometric functions of multiple angles, means half angle, double angle, triple angle formulas. So these formulas are very important. In this chapter we are going to prove many important formulas. Up till now in this chapter we have proved trigonometric functions of compound angle and later on allied angle formulas. So if you like the videos, share the videos with your friends and subscribe the channel.